Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal. You already know what it is. We're here at the Drunken Chicken Diaries with my boy Bobby Tesla. I'm about to jump in. Should be a good time. Hopefully I don't get too drunk. Hopefully I do.
What's up, everybody? So here we are with Drunken Chicken Diaries, the first episode. I'm here with my man Pascal.
What up, though?
And we're gonna get into some things. We're gonna drink some stuff. We're gonna catch up because I made a point to not talk to you before we started rolling, so we can catch up on some things because there's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So let me just start, dude. Drunken Chicken Diaries is something that a year ago I was thinking man, I wanna start a video podcast and just get drunk and talk to my friends.
Right.
And then that concept, I hit up one of my graphics guys. I'm like, yo, make this logo for me. And I want a drunk chicken and just put Drunken Chicken Diaries. And I want to talk about I just want to have drunken conversations. Now, as my thoughts evolved, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't get too drunk.
Right.
And because I might start saying some things that I shouldn't say, but. And in all fairness, and this is raw, dude. I'm minimal edits. Maybe if I cough or sneeze or something happens or a fly, lands on my head, I might edit that out. But I want to get raw, dude. I don't want to censor my language and all that stuff because in my everyday life, yeah, I don't get to do that. So, and I wanted you, dude, because I'm really honored to have you here.
Me too, man.
You're a staple in St. Louis media, because it's crazy, man. You are, dude. And
wow.
See, sometimes other people have to toot your horn for you, because when I see friends, their news feeds on social media, the next thing I know, they're being interviewed by you, and then somebody else is being interviewed by you, and then I talk to somebody like, oh yeah, he emceed this for me, or so you're just all over the place. So. And
Not
it's really
easy.
no. And I threw you in the fire, man, on my first episode because I look up to you in the media sense, and you're a pretty stylish, good-looking dude, man. And so I wanted you on my show.
I appreciate it, man.
So let's talk, man. The first, you know what? Come on, you ready?
Yeah,
do a shot with me, man. Let's do it.
Fuck it,
so,
let's do it. I'm down for
you
it.
want a Jack? I got you, Jack. We'll do half shots.
Please.
All right. Because I
still got to live.
Yeah. And
I still got a show tomorrow morning.
Do you?
Oh, hell yeah.
What time?
9 a.m.
And you're going live?
Live as hell.
Shit. All right.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Your bottle is the only bottle that I bought today. I robbed my liquor cabinet at home, and I drink this like water.
I appreciate that, man.
So, the first time I met you, dude, I bet you don't remember this. Can you remember?
Was it at was that the Wing Ding?
Nope.
Damn.
I don't even know if
What was it?
I don't even know if we actually I think we did. Okay, so you were down at this joint in Maplewood doing shows.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Bushwick Bill. Even though that was the coolest shit ever, dude.
That was the craziest story.
Bro, I have Bushwick Bill, we're filming selfie videos together.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking starstruck. But we'll get into that in a second.
We'll talk about that.
So you were interviewing my boys, Basement Beats.
Yeah.
Jay, Wally, and Coco. And
because I did it as STL
Yeah.
night. So Tef Poe was there, Basement Beats was there. Yeah.
And so, shout out to Coco from Basement Beats. He's actually one of the contributors to the podcast. He's given me all types of beats and music and stuff. So the intro was edited to Basement Beats music.
That's what's up.
And shout out to my producer, my film guy, Stu Films.
Who's that?
Big Stu Films.
I have no idea who Stu is.
Yeah, the guy that you introduced, and I introduced you to.
Right.
Yeah, he's the homie, and I'm probably gonna have some more contributors. This guy, Kyle Griffin, who owns Air Clothing, local dude.
Yeah.
Big supporter of mine.
I know Kyle.
So
where's my sweatshirt at though, man?
We gotta get him a sweatshirt. I'm trying.
Damn.
I'm trying to.
No, I've been asking for it, man.
Have
Damn.
you?
Holla at me, boy.
Hey.
Yeah, for like the longest time.
Call him out then. That's what's up.
I'm calling him out right now.
Right
Where's
now.
my sweatshirt at, man?
I bet you.
It looks really good on him.
And it's nice.
But imagine
dude,
it on me, on my body.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
He's
Anyway.
way better looking than me.
No,
so.
I'm just kidding.
He's tall and
I'm just
he's
playing.
in shape. So
Yeah.
dude. So my contributors. Shout out to them. I'm gonna try to wear something different from every local designer that wants to throw me a shirt. I'll wear it.
Good idea.
Why not support the crib? You know what I mean?
Why not?
I got this awesome mural that was painted by my boy Brooklyn. He's a graffiti artist.
Word.
Shout out to the homie.
That is dope, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's dope.
I love it. We can talk about that for hours.
Word.
So I met you. You were interviewing Basement Beats at the place in Maplewood, and it was super cool, dude. Because I hadn't heard of you up until that point.
Yeah.
So I guess what I want to know is how did you get to that point? Because that's when I met you.
My
It's
God.
give me the long story short. First of all, what's your real name? Is it Pascal? That's so cool.
Yeah. No.
That's dope.
Okay. So, how do I start?
It's your turn to be interviewed.
Right. No. This is very relaxing to me.
Yeah.
Usually I'm the one who's the interviewer.
I know, dude. That's why you're
you know what I
on
mean?
my show, because I've been on yours twice now. Now it's your turn. So spotlight's on you. Basically, what made you want to get into media and being in front of the camera?
You want to know the true story?
Yeah.
Or you want to know the truth? It starts by me being. The reason why I got in front of the camera is because I got really tired of getting fucked over.
Okay.
We can start.
That's
basically
a
the
great
start.
fucking reason, dude.
I was behind the camera a lot. I was shooting a lot of music videos.
That's how it starts, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of media people start off with a camera and then.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is the plan was to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
So before I go all the, it's hard, there's so much.
I know, dude. It's so complex,
it's such a story.
man.
It's such a story. But I'll try to give you the bullets as much as I can. So long story short, I graduated from NYU with a film degree and theater degree.
Are you from St. Louis?
I'm from St. Louis.
Dope.
But I went to. This is some funny shit.
Come on, man.
So, all right. So I got accepted into New England Conservatory Music in Boston.
So fancy.
For voice.
Okay.
So I went up there to study for
that
to sing.
explains it, dude. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was a singer at first.
Can you still sing?
Yeah.
All right.
Me. There you go. But anyway, so yeah. And if you don't see any the parodies that I do, all the music videos,
but I thought you were
and
just
stuff
a
that I do.
talented comedian, like Jack Black.
Oh, well, thanks. I'll take that. I'll take that.
He's a funny dude that can
He's
sing.
a funny ass dude that can sing.
Okay, so you went to.
So anyway, New England Conservatory Music. I was there. I had a vocal coach there, and he died after my first year. So I kind of took that as a sign, and I fucking hated the school. I hated it.
Really?
It was not. It was.
Was it stiff?
Yeah, and it was just like.
A bunch of talentless little fuckers that thought they were somebody? No? Okay, I'm just thinking here.
Well, no. It was just really stuffy.
Okay.
It was just really stuffy. And I wanted to be around people that were, I wanted to be around all walks of life. And I'm in the room, and I'm sitting down at lunch, let's just say, in the cafeteria, and people are having a debate on who is a better composer, Bach or Beethoven. And I'm like, is there anybody else talking about life right now other than just this? Really talented place,
but
really
if they were talking
amazing
about Wu-Tang Clan, it'd be different.
No, they wouldn't know.
Okay.
But that's the thing. I found those kids that were all about hip hop, all about
culture.
R&B, about that culture.
I don't want to cut you off. So I am like an advocate for the subcultures of misfits. So when it comes to skateboarding, stunt riding, adult entertainment, tattoo artists, barbers, chefs, like anybody that like just fell into like, or media people, rappers, singers, people that are just like not classically trained, not stuffy corporate, just like the misfits that turn their passions into something dope. And I'm all about promoting that type of shit. So you went to study something like that, and I think a lot of raw talent comes from everything outside of school.
And I feel like I was always that person that was always like always going against the beat. You know what I'm saying? Even high school, grade school.
That's why
whatever.
I like you, I think.
And I had a lot of issues in college or in that particular school because there wasn't enough people that thought the same way I thought or wanted to just expand their minds and see other things and just be a part of life. I wasn't seeing that there. So I transferred to NYU, and that's when I changed my majors. But let me just skip all the way. So I came back home after graduating. I was living in New York. I was auditioning for commercials and bartending. I mean, I was like a professional bartender, auditioning for commercials and stuff like that. And came back home I wanted to take some time off, so I came home for an open-ended time. And my dad had a seizure in his car.
Rest in peace to the homie.
Yeah. So
Sorry about that, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So long story short, I was getting milk for some cinnamon toast crunch.
You remember the milk? All right.
Yeah. No, because this is the reason. Because so I came into the kitchen to get this this gallon of milk. There wasn't any milk. We always have a second refrigerator with, leftover stuff, like milk, extra milk, that kind of thing.
Because everybody has that.
Right. So I go into the garage where the refrigerator is for the milk, and I look over, and my dad is having a seizure in his car.
Oh man.
Yeah. The garage is open. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Because it's not like he was trying to do anything bad.
Oh yeah.
And so I ran over, pulled him out of the car, was screaming for my sister to call 911, and he was completely out of it. Ambulance came, paramedics, basically revived him, and they said that if I didn't find him, he would have been dead.
It's crazy, man.
So I go to the emergency room, and he's on the bed. He grabs me by the arm, and he's like, just come home, stay home. You saved me. You were here for a reason, stay home. And I never left.
Say no more.
I was like, say less, basically. And I never left. So because of that, I'm here. I had to figure out a lot of stuff.
Isn't that hard, dude? Trying to figure out what the hell you're gonna do in life?
It's really tough. I mean, at that time, I'm in my 20s. I had just graduated from college. I'm still bartending at this point, working in the Loop. Brant's.
Yeah.
I was working at Brant's.
Damn, dude. That shows our age, by the way.
Yeah, that shows our age big time. But and I'm seeing all these bands coming in, because I'm serving stemware, you know what I mean, to these bands like Kim Massey's performing there and all that
dope,
stuff.
Man.
Kim Massey was my girl.
Yeah, man.
May she rest in peace.
She rest in peace. That was like recent.
Yeah, man. That was I was heartbroken when I heard about that.
Yeah.
But because that was family to me too. But she was one of the people that I actually turned to and was like, I really do enjoy music. I really do enjoy singing. That is something that is a talent that I have.
Right.
And I don't have to think about it. I sing it. I'm pretty good at it.
So you've seen the movie Superstar with Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Was that you? Superstar.
Oh God, I wish the whole thing. No,
was that you? Was that you were destined to be a superstar? I gotta have
shoot,
this.
I'm still trying to be a superstar. So
you are
not so much,
dude.
But it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm trying to find my way.
Yeah.
And every particular night, there was always a night that I would go to this karaoke bar and sing karaoke. Because for me, karaoke is like I don't understand why white people go play golf. They'll go get shit-faced and then they play golf.
Did you say white people or wide people?
White people.
White people.
Yeah.
White.
White. Why, people? Why,
Okay,
people?
you-
Go play golf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. But they go and get shit-faced.
So you're
and
not
they
gonna play golf with me?
I mean, I play golf with you, but I
Alright.
ain't never played golf.
Well,
Like, I've done putt-putt,
I'll get
but I
you-
ain't never
I'll get you-
played
I'll get
golf.
you out there,
You know,
man.
like four, like I've never
we'll
done that.
start at Top Golf.
Bet.
and then-
Because I
yeah.
suck at it. I
Alright.
suck at it.
I believe
but
you.
at the same time, I don't understand that. But karaoke's my golf.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so that's like your stress relief, that's like your meditation, that's
Exactly.
like I could do this shit alone, I could express myself, I
Get
could
a cocktail.
all that stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause when you're doing golf, they
Doing
seem
golf.
like they have when you're
drink
playing
to
golf.
when you're
When
doing
you're
golf.
playing golf, you're playing golf, and like you're drinking beers on the course.
Yeah.
At least from what my friends have showed me. You know what I mean? So you're getting drunk,
Dude,
blowing off steam.
Yeah.
Karaoke is my golf. So
Okay.
one day,
I like
guy came
I
up
like
to
your
me.
analogy there.
Yeah. So one day, a guy came up to me after singing, and was like, "Yo, have you ever wanted to make money off of this?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." He's like, "Well, I got a band. We should get together." So I went in there, and the band was actually pretty dope. So I went, and I was like, kind of like one of those weekend warriors. Like I was playing at Helen Fitzgerald's, like all the
Bouncing
big,
around.
all the big spots, all the big cover band spots.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did that for a good long time. But because of certain members of the band started dealing with drug abuse, the heroin.
Visions began to change and enthusiasm was lost.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. So I finally was like, all right, let me just take my degree in filmmaking and let me focus on this. So weird thing, but I went out to Miami because it was like my sanctuary. That was like the spot that I went to just turn my brain off,
I got a story about that.
get one with the world.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, get near water.
Remind me to talk about Miami because I had the same thing. But go ahead. So you went to
yeah.
Miami to get a peace of mind.
Peace of mind, and as I'm out there, I had a vision of cameras in my head.
Okay.
And I know that sounds really corny, but I felt like that was a sign to me of, hey, it's time to turn your filmmaking degree into an actual business.
Sure.
So I went back home. This was like around holiday time. Went back home, and 2 days after New Year's Eve, I get a phone call from Night Owl.
Yeah, really?
Night Owl goes, "Hey man, I really want to shoot a music video. Do you think you could direct it for me? Do you think you could shoot it for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no doubt. $75." He's like, "Bet, I got you." So I ended up shooting his music video. With a guy. He actually helped me shoot it and everything.
Okay.
And then that's kind of what sprouted me getting behind the camera. I shot a whole bunch of music videos, man. A whole bunch.
So you
name it, everybody.
You rolled yourself into learn how to edit,
Yeah.
film, getting the right shot.
learned
I'm
it
sure
the
you had
hard
some
way.
terrible shit when
Oh,
you
yeah.
began and then progressed from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how
I learned it the hard
which
way.
which makes you better at it.
Yeah.
I think it's better than going
absolutely.
to school and trying to learn editing software
I-
from
yeah,
a teacher.
I think
but
that-
I don't know. I guess
No, I think there's a
six of one,
in-between.
half dozen of the other is what my mom says.
Say that again.
6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's a white thing, dude. I
6
don't-
of one, half dozen.
Six
the
of
other.
one, half dozen of the other. It's the same thing. Equal, dude. Fuck it. Never mind. So you can get equal training from school and then equal training from hands-on.
Just
Yeah.
the hard knocks of life.
So how did you get to where I met you down there? You
Yeah,
had
yeah,
this
yeah. I'm
idea
sorry.
for a show. No,
Okay,
don't be sorry, dude.
no. I was it was like this long ass story. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I'm trying to abbreviate it as much. There's just so much. But long story short, after I was shooting all these music videos, I started shooting short films, doing all that kind of shit. I started getting phone calls from people to do work for them, to shoot stuff for them, and produce their work, like actual full-length movies and everything. Long story short, those were a nightmare to
Yeah.
make. I got screwed over countless times to the point where there are movies out here right now that are out there
That you made.
that I made that my name is not on them.
Oh yeah.
Real talk. So after being screwed over multiple times, a friend of mine was like, because I was doing skits and stuff like that just for fun,
Right.
hanging out, talking
Were you
with
funny
friends.
back then? Or is that something that you grew into?
Was I funny? She nods her head. But she's biased, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I was funny. Yeah, I was funny. Hell yeah. So
I'm not saying you're that funny now. I'm just saying, like, you know.
you expecting me to crack jokes right now?
You better.
I'm
Do you
going
need
to.
another
I'm working
shot? I mean, come
I'm working on it. No. I'm working on it.
What made you want to have a talk show, dude?
I'm trying to tell you the story right now.
Shit.
So, long story short, a friend of mine was like, hey,
that's
you
fucking
got
awesome.
some really funny stuff.
Nobody does that.
You got some really good skits. Your interviews are really cool. Like, because I'm hanging out with some friends and interviewing them and just shooting the shit. They're like, hey, your stuff is really funny. Have you ever thought about putting this all together and turning this into an actual, like, talk show? Like a variety late night talk show.
So all you need is a suit, a desk, and a couch.
Boom.
Boom.
So I turned to my girl and I was like, hey, I got this crazy fucking idea. Instead of me being behind the camera saying, fuck all that shit, I'm just gonna do this show.
Yeah.
What do you think? And she said, do it. I don't understand why you hadn't done it in the first place.
Right.
So I've been doing that for almost 6 years now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
sorry
dope.
for that long ass story.
No, I needed
But-
that. I needed to know that because honestly, this podcast, this video cast, whatever the hell it's gonna be, it's if nothing else, if I get 30 views on this thing, that's cool. That's fine.
Because they're gonna be like Pascal who?
No, or
Who?
Bobby who? But it's
playing.
like, dude, I have so much shit that I've gone through in my life, and I wanted to just document it and put it on a platform. See, every time you drink, I'm drinking. So
Okay.
I
Fair
just
enough.
wanted to put it on a platform and just have it, if nothing else, so my son can see how cool I was at one point in my life.
Word.
And me telling him stories, it's like it only holds so much weight. But if somebody else says it, then it's true.
Right.
So that's that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't if
No,
I
man,
if,
respect
if,
for that,
if,
man.
if 35 people watch it, cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Maybe 60, you know?
Hopefully at 60,000.
Let's do it, yeah.
Mm.
So, all right, you moved from spot to spot for honest to God, like all different reasons. This place shut down. This guy was full of shit. This guy or this place had this, and they had a spot. So you moved. You had like 3 different locations that I know of.
Man.
It was probably 6.
Oh my God! I think I've had well over 2 dozen.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's a
because
lot of-
it's
that's a lot of
it's been-
moving.
It's been 6 years of bullshit.
A lot
And
of
so
couch moving.
I had 1 full year. Yeah, it was 1 full year at the live juke joint,
Yeah.
which was, I love that spot.
That was cool, bro.
It was
They had
a dope
bar
spot. In the bar.
and food.
Man, I walked, want to know something fun. So I was doing a show in a spot kind of like this, you know what I mean? Just white walls, a couch, a desk. I had
Basically a rundown little shithole. Is that what you're saying? All right,
No,
cool.
no. But I had I had my band on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
But we were all just cramped up in this little spot, and we're just cranking it out. And I was like, I need something. This is too big for this space.
Okay.
So I went down. Literally, I just went down the street, and walked into the very first spot, and it was live juke joint.
Oh,
And I
yeah?
ran into the guy who ran it, and I was like, hey man, I got this show that's gonna be on TV. It's already on TV, I'm sorry, but I'm looking for a much bigger space. And he was like, holy shit, yes, come on over.
That's dope.
Let's get it. And then we were there for like a solid year. But what was jacked up about that situation was I had the second time having Ozzie Smith on the show. Second time.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating my birthday. Second time. The very next day I get a phone call. Yeah, we're closed. We've been closed.
I think you
Just
told
so
me a
you know.
story at one point. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. That's crazy. So for whatever reason,
They were closed for 2 weeks. And they opened up just for us to do the show
okay,
illegally.
right.
And then they hit me up later going, oh, sorry, but we're closed now. So I had to take the show, a much condensed version of it, and just hop around from, bars, cafes, I mean, you name it, any place that would any corner of a place that they would let us do the show. I was doing that for like at least 2 years.
That's grind, bro. That's like dedication.
No, I hated it, man.
And I'm sure you did, but like people watching you and paying attention, like we didn't see all that. All we saw was your grind, and you're like moving from here, moving to there, like trying to get on, like. And I think, man, what you do is just really dope. Your personality is kick ass, like.
Well, thank you, man.
And like, when, like, I'm a big fan, dude. Like, I'm a fan. And when you had Bushwick Bill on there, it was like the coolest thing.
That's a crazy story
to me,
too.
dude. Like Bushwick Bill, like Ghetto Boys. When I was,
he was so drunk and he was so damn high.
Hell yeah, I was drinking with him.
He was so high.
He was so a lot of things, dude. But
he was so.
Can I tell you how surreal that was for me?
Man, he was fucked up.
When I was like 12, 13, 14 years old, like Ghetto Boys was like. I grew up on that shit, and like I was watching. Mine's playing tricks on me, and like Bushwick Bill getting beat up and going in an ambulance, and he actually did get his ass whooped in real life, and that's why they did that. And like Bushwick Bill, just dope. So I'm just, and you know, I didn't think about it for a long time, and then somebody said that you were having him on your show, and I'm like, I gotta fucking go, dude. Like I have to go. Like who do I know that's going on that night? And it turns out like all my boys were there. Coco and Wally and J.E. and some of my other homies
Everybody
were there.
and mama was there.
And we were just hanging out with Bushwick. It was like freezing cold outside. It was raining or snowing.
No, it was just freezing cold.
It was.
It was.
There was some moisture outside, man. There was some precipitation. Anyway, I remember that it was fucking cold. Bushwick Bill was bouncing around your stage, drinking, like having a blast, man. Rest in peace to Bushwick Bill.
Hey,
man.
rest in peace to that dude. Can I just say this though, really quick? That dude drank a bottle and a half of Glenlivet all by his damn self.
I remember that.
And then he was smoking blunts in his car on the way there. He was smoking blunts during the before he came on. So then when he came onto the show, he was blitzed out of his mind.
Lit.
He was down.
It was lit.
So that and I'm sitting there in my suit and I'm trying to be hospitable. And he just starts talking, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna let him talk.
He jumped on the couch and
he
like
was gone.
Had no idea what the fuck he was talking about. Like, dude, I was fucking like starstruck at that moment. It was so cool, man. See Bushwick Bill on the show, and I mean, like, that was. And the crazy thing about that is, like, after the interview, he was trying to keep hanging out. And we were all kind of tired. Everybody was like. Nobody wanted to babysit Bushwick Bill, and he was like, yeah, let's go to the studio. And I'm like, Coco, he wants to go to the studio, bro. J.E. was like, nah, he ain't coming to my house.
Right.
And Coco's like, Bushwick Bill, but drunk-ass, high-ass Bushwick Bill, I don't know.
He wanted to go to the studio.
He wanted to hang.
He wanted to cut some records.
He wanted to keep going.
He had, I don't know how that little body had that much energy and tolerance.
Yeah.
Because if that was me, I would have been
passed out in the corner somewhere crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So that's awesome, man. So fast forward, you had me on your show, and I'm a couple drinks in, so I'm trying to remember exactly the first show that I was on of yours. Somebody did my makeup. Fuck me, dude. I've been on your show twice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we did the first one that was on film, and I'm about to get drunk. So I remember I had my makeup done by a really cool chick. She did my makeup. That was dope. That was the first time ever having my makeup done. And then I get on the show. I bring a skateboard with me for whatever reason, because I always have a skateboard wherever I go.
Right.
I'm limited to 2 tricks, but I love skateboarding. I love the culture.
I saw you trying to do ollies.
I was doing an ollie in there.
Yeah.
So
the fact that I even know that is amazing to me.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
On my back.
I mean, yeah. A black man. But dude, there's a whole culture of black guys that skate, and it's so rad.
Lil Wayne tries.
He's badass for being 40 years old. Yeah. For starting in his mid-30s. Yeah. Most kids start when they're 10. He started as an adult and learned how to kick flip and do rails and ollie downstairs and like shit that, is pretty cool. So, I came on your show, and honestly, I remember 2 things about that show. I remember you making me do a shot of hot sauce. And
I'm sorry, man.
Dude, you're good for blindsiding people, Like, you like the element of surprise.
A little bit.
I told you what was up, that we're going to be drinking on the show, we're just going to be talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I come on your show, and it's like, well, I'm going to throw a curveball, I'm going to throw fucking a hot sauce in your
Hot
face,
sauce,
and you're
yeah.
gonna have to drink it, and you can't say no. So I drank a shot of hot sauce. That was my first time in life and my last time. So
I figured like because what you do.
because of what I do, like you think I'm back there drinking hot sauce?
No, I'm just saying like you just have that thing. You're used to hot sauce.
It's not the heat.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like
it's the,
heat and
the
stuff.
vinegar and the bro.
No, I feel you. I
that
feel
whole
you.
day was sucked for me.
It sucked for me too. I was right there with you, bro. You weren't alone. You were not alone. Like you weren't alone, baby.
Well, that's the first and last time
I was in pain.
I'm ever gonna drink hot sauce. Come on, man. Pour another shot.
Ah, damn it. All right.
And then,
All right then.
I gotta ask you, dude.
Shoot.
I want to ask you, like, what your most starstruck moment is, like, and who it was, and because you met a lot of people. Let's go on. Let's go on a quick list. Tell me, like, the top 5 people that stand out. 6, 5. Come on, man. Gary V.
Gary V. Ooh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Gary V. Roy
Ozzie
Jones,
Smith.
Roy Jones, Ozzie Smith, but Ozzie Smith I grew up with.
So
Like I've
you
known
didn't-
Ozzie Smith.
You
since I
hung
was a
out with
kid.
them?
No, it's not like with like when I'm 12 we're doing
I mean, he's
shots
a
at
Hall
the
of
bar.
Famer, Ozzie
But-
Smith.
But no, I used to
When
play
Ozzie
baseball.
Smith came in here, I told the dude that told me that he was here that he's like, if you, I was like, dude, because he's always fucking with me. I was like, dude, if you're joking, because he'd be like, bro, somebody's out there, she's so hot, and it would be some like troll. No offense, but he would make me get out of my office chair and come up and see like somebody's grandma, and, and then he'd start laughing at me. So one day he comes in, he's the boy who cried wolf. He's like, dude, Ozzie Smith's out there in the dining room. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my office. He's like, no, I'm serious. Ozzie Smith is out
You
there
missed
right
out.
now.
Did you miss out or did you go outside?
I said, I
Did you go
swear
out?
to God, Dom, if Ozzie Smith is not out there, I'm firing you, or we're fighting, one of the two. I walk out there, sure enough, Ozzie Smith was
Smith is
standing out
chilling.
there. You don't get it, dude. That's like Michael Jackson. I grew up to seeing him backflip,
Let me say this. He is
the god of
one
shortstop.
of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Like he is so cool.
He
is
is.
so down to earth.
Such a
And
sweet guy, man.
And I know him because his sons, I used to play Little League with with Nico.
Yeah.
With Dustin. Like I know his family very, very well.
Cheers to Ozzie, man.
Yeah.
Cheers to
to him.
Ozzie. All right. All right, so give me 5 people that like rocked your world when you met them, that like made Pascal nervous.
Megan Good.
Dude, she's been on my list, bro. She's on my cheat list. You know what that is?
No, I understand.
She's-
It's your hall pass. I got it. I got
She's her and Winnie Harlow. Do you know who Winnie Harlow is? The model with the vitiligo. She's Carmel's dude.
Yeah, just look her
Winnie
up.
fucking Harlow, dude.
Let's
I
pull
mean,
up on the computer. You got the.
I do have a computer, but my
Come on
phone's
now.
quicker. My thumbs
All right.
move faster. Hold on, man, you're making me nervous. But Winnie Harlow, she's the model with
It sounds
vitiligo.
familiar, but I don't know why I don't see her face.
She's dating
right
a
now.
dude from the Lakers.
Of course she is. Oh, her! Yes, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Winnie Harlow and Megan Good are my cheat passes.
Okay, so I've had a crush on
All right. Sorry.
Megan Good since
Eve's Bayou?
Yes.
Okay, me too. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So, but I was a kid when that movie came out.
So
and
was
I was
she.
like, holy shit, who is that?
Yeah.
So
we can do that 'cause
That
we're
being
the same
said,
age.
so Megan Good, Roy Jones Jr.,
For sure.
LeVar Ball, Joyce Hawkins, John Witherspoon,
I was gonna say Pops.
Pops all day.
Dude, one
got
of the
a funny-
funniest guys from Friday.
Yeah, I got
And Boomerang.
I got a funny story about John Witherspoon.
With the mushrooms in the
Yeah,
the
you know.
mushroom belt.
Bam! You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah. Coordinate.
Yeah, you ain't pussy whip. You gotta whip that pussy. Bang, bang, bang.
Whip that pussy. So
Rest
let me,
in peace again.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
damn, man.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Every
Shit.
single person I've interviewed, some
Let's
of the
not
biggest.
talk about Sean Connery or everybody's just dropping.
I
bro.
know, man. It pisses me off, but and I would have loved to have met Sean Connery.
Well, yes. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred. But I have here it is though. I have a very interesting story for every single person that I've ever met.
Okay.
And what's dope is that like I have that as a little bit of like a chapter in my life, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Roy Jones Jr. was the most recent interview I've done.
And the luckiest thing for you is it's on film. All of my highlights.
True, but you don't have.
No
but at the same time, there is a behind-the-scenes background story to that story that you see on camera.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you see one thing on camera, and then behind that is like the story of trying to get that interview happening, which is a whole other conversation. Like Megan Good's story was
I always
different.
wonder, how do you get interviews with these people? But I'm sure you have your ways, and you gotta like, there's maneuvers. And
I'm a strong believer in, I know this sounds really corny, but I'm a strong believer in hard work, and I'm a strong believer in putting in the right work too.
Yeah.
So if you're like, it really depends on like, I don't know, it's like,
I told my mom I'd go live on Facebook. So
hi Ma.
let's see if I can get you in there.
Oh, it's all good. Hi.
All right, so
Hi, Mom.
go ahead.
Okay,
so you have your ways.
No, I mean, but it's not magic. It's not magical. It's just, you put in the hard work. Oh, snap.
That's, you know, it's like live TV, dude.
Right there, it's live, baby.
I'm better when I'm live. When it comes to like taped segments, I suck. I got to do like 6 takes. But as soon as I go live,
it doesn't matter.
I'm like,
it doesn't matter.
I don't
Nobody's gonna
stutter.
listen. Or like, yeah, but at the same time, it's like whatever.
Yeah, but
It's whatever.
I don't mess
but
up
when
my
you
words.
know that you're gonna like when you
When I know I
that you
can
have room
cut
to mess up, you're
and
gonna
do it
mess
over,
up.
I'm-
It's
and-
gonna happen. That's
Dude,
exactly
when I was
the same
shooting
way.
the intro
I'm
for this,
exactly the same way.
I was
bro.
like, fuck, cut, do
Yeah.
it over. And like I kept having to do
it's
it
the
over.
pressure of being live that makes you be like
Good.
spot on.
When I first went to Channel 2, I went there with like a bunch of to-go boxes
yeah.
and a table, their table. And I was mortified. I was on TV with styrofoam boxes and me. And I was like, yes, I have chicken, hot sauce, and it was bad, dude. And then like, one of the things I want to talk to you about is like, when I see myself on camera,
Yeah.
I hate the way I look. I feel like I talk like this, and I hate looking at myself on. You're probably used to looking at yourself on camera by now, but like when I watch myself on TV, I hate it. I text my mom like, "Mom, did I do good?" She's like, "Of course, honey," because you know that's what moms are supposed to say. And yeah.
Oh wow, your moms don't do that. My mom.
My
would be
mom
like,
told me I did
no,
good.
that was bad. You could
She was
do
like,
better.
well, she didn't let you talk very much. She
Yeah.
she kept cutting you off, and like, sorry, Kim Hudson, if you're watching this, yeah, but no, or April Simpson, they would cut me off. It's another story.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we can
But-
do. Honestly, that's what we're here for, to talk about anything. And I have some shit for your ass.
I know you do. So real quick, when I interviewed all these different, like when it comes to the trick, what's the trick? All right, here's the trick. Put in good work. Put in quality work. Put in the 10,000 hours. I know that sounds really cheesy, but that is the actual truth. Put in the work, put in the hours, start putting in quality stuff. There's going to be that one person that's going to give you, that's going to be your tipping point. That one person that's going to allow you to, that's going to allow you to open up to other people that are going to take you seriously as a podcaster or an interviewer, that kind of thing. And
You gotta
then
have
just
something
ride
solid
just ride the shit out of that fucking thing, man. That's it.
But you got to find their mans in them. You can't go directly to Roy Jones Jr. Be like, bro,
No.
you don't have his number. You got to find his mans in him, his homeboys,
Like I
or
said,
his
that was-
manager's friend.
And that's another conversation in itself.
Of course, but there's
Even
always
so, when you think that it's that easy, it's really not.
no, it's not.
It's
But I mean,
a
there's
lot of
ways.
work.
There's ways to get your foot in the door, some way, somehow. There is. There's got to be a way. Got to be a fucking way.
I
Tiana Taylor.
I truly believe. Hold on.
Yeah.
I truly believe. No, you good. Let me just say this. I truly believe in being a good human being.
Oh, of
You cannot be that person. You can't be some fuckboy going around hooking somebody up with something. You know what I mean? You have to be somebody who has something, like a good person who is not there to be some sycophantic, blood-sucking piece of trash.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out there in the world that come off like that. They automatically think, oh, if I give them a little bit of this, or if I hook them up with that, or if I just kiss their ass, and I completely forget about who I am as a human being, that's going to get me through the door. No, it is not. In this game, as much as they say nice guys finish last, it is not true at all.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who is really good at what you do, and you wholeheartedly want good things out of people, they will come. But if you're somebody who's too busy trying to look good on Instagram and be around multiple women and all that kind of stuff with nothing to back it, you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
Go home.
Because there's a lot of celebrities.
There's plenty of opportunities to be a bartender. There's plenty of places to go. World needs more bartenders.
But there's a lot of celebrities. I mean, a lot of people that will get around celebrities and be that guy that's like, hey, take a picture with me. Hey, take a picture with me. And they're just chilling. They're just trying to chill, have a good time.
Right.
And I've been around
Dave Chappelle.
Dude.
Just Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's like, leave me alone.
The interview.
You know what I'm saying?
And then Kanye was like, if you see me at church or some shit with Kanye, that's another thing. But when you're that guy in a room with these celebrities that just are trying to get selfies with them and pictures, they're trying to kick you out. So it is about being a good dude, because that's probably why you're here, because I'm kick ass, and you like me.
I mean,
Why do you like me though? Tell me, what is it?
It's a vibe.
Me? Okay. I want to know, because I always want to know sometimes. I want to know, why do you not like me, and then why do you like me? What makes me interesting to you? Come on.
Okay, so let me keep it real.
Besides my good looks and my skateboard.
No, fuck the skateboard, because wow, you need to stop that right now.
Never, dude. I'm always gonna skate.
You're the worst skater I've ever seen.
I don't give a shit. I got
I'm just playing.
my
Look at him.
My DCs.
Yeah.
I rock this shit. Me and Justin Bieber.
There's nothing wrong with it. All day. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so what makes me cool to you? Or if I'm cool.
No, you keep it real.
All right.
You're genuine. You're real. You know what I'm saying? And there's not many people out here that are genuine and real. You know what I'm saying? It's rare to be a person that actually feels and is actually real about what they're feeling. Everybody's manufactured. Everybody thinks before they act, kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that too. But I'm just saying, a lot of times you just get fake stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that's why I rock with you, because you're real. But there's not a lot of, like I said, there's just not a lot of real people around here, man. There just really isn't.
So with that being said,
they're too busy trying to look good or trying to.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's the culture.
It's the culture
that
all
we've
day
been
long,
that we've been given.
I get tired of it.
That we didn't have before. We didn't have this culture back 10, 15 years ago. There was no Facebook. There was
but we always had the people that were trying to look cool.
We've always had social pressure.
There's always people who try to fake the funk all the time. But it hasn't been fucking
magnified into where you can be in China and see what you're wearing today. Word. Now, girls are banking off the fucking Instagram to make them famous. Dude, that's a whole nother show. If we want to get into that, you fucking Instagram model wannabes,
it frustrates the hell out of me.
Get it. You know what I'm saying?
Love my fit tee. They're doing the whole.
Right.
Look, and you're just shut up.
Yeah,
just stop.
This is my favorite brand of olives. And you have on a bikini. Nobody's looking at your olives.
No one's looking at the olives.
But hey, man, if that's paying their bills.
Yeah.
But what the problem is, the gap between the regular schmegular girl who's pretty, and then the 1 million follower girl who's pretty.
Fake ass, fake titties.
Yeah, and you get
Yeah.
there's like a space from where you went from 3,000 followers to 200,000. Like what happens? And well, that's like some psychology that we can get into, but I don't know, bro. Like that annoys me. That really annoys me because I want to tell those girls like, yeah, we want to look at you, but we don't want to take you to mom. We don't want to walk through Walmart with you with your fake ass and your. All right, let me shut the fuck up.
No. You're good. You're saying you're speaking. You're basically echoing what I feel. Like it really is frustrating.
I will offend people though if I say it too loud, but I honestly don't give a shit, dude.
And there's a lot of like young girls out there that think that this is how the
This
world
is how you get
really
on.
works, and it's like it's not. But at the same time, it's like it is what it is. It's frustrating.
It is frustrating. That's a whole nother topic, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you another question.
Go
I
ahead.
had this because you went.
Come on, interview.
I'm going to
What
interview.
the hell, man?
Yeah. So
Steer this damn ship, man.
I'm sharing.
Damn.
I'm sharing.
You're
I'm
sharing
going
it.
to share the ship.
R.I.P. Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I'm steering it, man.
No, that's the Tito's talking.
Steering it. Go
So, I don't know a whole lot about you personally. I just know I know your personality from media and the conversations we've had.
Okay.
But you know, I wanted to ask you some questions and kind of dig a little bit and try because you're pretty like cautious about what you say on your stuff. You don't like say the F word and you don't say pussy, but we can say pussy here. You're kind of, you know, censored, if you will.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to get you in trouble or talk about any ratchet things, but I do want to know, like, if
You can talk about ratchet things. It's okay. This is your show.
It is my show.
Yeah.
But I want to know, like, there's like things like, I mean, there's a lot of things I want to know, like who's your biggest supporter, where you grew up, what high school did you go to, but like that's whatever. I want to know, like, what drugs you've done. I want to know what drugs you wish you would have done.
Oh my God.
Before you like hit 30.
Bruh.
Because I have a story and I'll tell you about that, but it's not you know. I tried Molly from Pretty Tony.
Okay.
You know Pretty Tony?
Yeah.
Well, we were in the studio.
Why?
Because it was Pretty Tony. It was Pretty Tony. And he's like the god of like
fuck
Molly
that.
music.
Why?
And I'm like, cause man, I just wanted to.
You're
I'm
like, oh, I'm cool.
If there's anybody
Molly.
to get Molly from, it would be him, right? And you would
Facts.
think, you know, he
Yeah,
does
you
it
would
all the time.
think.
So, bro, I had the worst fucking experience. I went to the ER. Long story short, I came home from JE's house.
Hold up. Stop. Rewind.
Yeah.
So he came up to you.
We were in the studio at JE's house in Basement Beats. And I like leading up to that, I'm like, yo, Tony, I want you to meet my boy Jay. And I want y'all to work some shit together. So he came out to the studio. And while we were in the studio, he pulls out a baggie. He's like, you guys mind? He's like, I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, this is the Somali. I'm like, he's like, you want some? So I'm thinking like, well, you know, I've done ecstasy before.
That's insane, man.
I'm like thinking like if there's anybody to try Molly from, it would be him.
Wow.
So I tried it, and my anxiety kicked in majorly. JE was like, his eyes were wide open. He was like, dude, I'm tripping balls. Because that's the friendship we had. He looked at me, he was like, I'm fucking wasted. And like Tony just rambling, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go. I need some water.
Yeah.
I called my girl, I'm like, hey, I'm fucked up. I did Molly. She was going off on me. I'm like, of
course.
Now is not the time.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out. I'm having a panic attack.
It's like, baby, chill.
Right, like
chill, baby,
yell at me
baby,
tomorrow,
chill.
but now I need you to take care of me. So
Right.
Long story short, I went to the ER. They gave me some Valium and said, you're having a panic attack. And why are you 34 years old trying Molly?
You old ass man.
And I said to the nurse, I was like,
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
is there an appropriate age to try Molly?
No shit.
Like, yeah, I'm like, that's what I said to her. I was like, what age
is there an appropriate age?
What age should I try Molly
I'm
at?
sorry.
Ma'am?
Thank you.
With your judgmental ass? Why you're being...
How old was he? How old was I forgot.
Tony?
Tony, yeah.
Probably around my age. I was 34 at the time.
At that time,
he was around my age. But yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry.
Yeah,
that's bad.
that's my Molly story. She was like, don't you think you're a little old?
I ain't never done Molly in my life, nor will I ever do Molly. Nor do I have an interest in doing Molly.
I really didn't until I was
though,
in the
man.
studio. The vibe was going like, oh, Molly, ooh, Molly. So, yeah.
No, okay.
But the funniest part about that was the nurse telling me, don't you think you're a little old to be experimenting with Molly?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, should I be 18? Is that cool? Should I tell my son it's okay for you to try Molly because you're young?
You're at the right age.
Yeah, the fuck.
So bounce right off you.
What drugs
like
have you done?
On the chest, like Superman up in this bitch.
And what drugs would you wish you had tried?
Okay, so I've only done things that have grown out of the ground. Real talk. So. Oh, you're gonna let everybody know.
Yeah, we're on Facebook Live. They want to know about your drug use.
No, just weed.
Okay, just weed?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, well, shit, that was interesting.
Done.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Okay, so if you had a drug that you could try, or that your 10 years ago self would have tried and you knew that you wouldn't have an anxiety attack, what drug do you think that would have been? Let's talk shrooms, coke.
No, I've done shrooms.
Dude, I want to do shrooms at 31.
That's a lie.
But
anyway,
I do want to try shrooms. I have a good source too. Was it cool?
I've done shrooms twice.
All right. Would you recommend it?
I did it when I was much younger.
Okay.
You have to be in the right.
That's what I've heard.
But both times it was fun.
All right.
It was
so
really
it wasn't
fun.
a bad trip.
It was no, it was not.
All right.
But I've heard stories about bad
and
trips,
that's
and
why
I get
I'm
scared
afraid.
about it.
That's why I'm afraid to
I've
do
done
it.
it twice, but it was eons ago, and real talk, like it was a great time. I was around a lot of people who love me, and I love them, and it was just a really good time.
So you better be in a good headspace when you're
Bang.
trying. So I want to.
But I'm always in a good headspace.
You
whenever
are, dude. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
do you ever get depressed? Come on, man.
Well,
be
fuck
honest.
yeah, of course.
Like, do you ever get like, man, fuck everything and like fuck media? Like, I'm gonna go get a job and put a suit on.
See, that's another conversation in this conversation. Like, there's a whole other conversation.
Dude, I had a feeling.
Okay, we're going there. Are we going to go there? Or are we
No.
talking
You
about,
know
talking
what?
about drug use?
We're gonna talk about drug use. Just tell me the drug that you wish you would have tried. Not saying you're going to. Come on, crack.
Hell no.
Oh,
hell to
me.
the no. Hell no.
What
Hell no.
Look, no, the thing is, like, what person?
Oh my God.
What person like says, you know what? I'm gonna try crack. Like we grew up with crackheads, like washing our cars.
Yeah.
And
Of course,
all that shit, and
see
like,
that shit all day long.
So where do the people say, like, you know what? I'd like to try crack.
You know, that's a good question.
Like who
wonder,
grows up seeing that shit and then becomes?
But then it's
a
also
crackhead.
the people who sit there and go, you know what? I don't mind doing some heroin. Let me just shoot something up my arm that I know
Don't you have to
that I'm
graduate?
going to be addicted to. No problem.
But crack.
Let me just do this.
Okay.
Put it in my arm. Still, to me, I don't know how people
opiates,
process that.
You take opiates for an ankle injury.
Yeah.
You take
which
Vicodin,
is really fucked
and
up
then
because
it
I just did a study on my show where we talked about OxyContin.
And it progresses into...
No, but they admitted that they have been hiding how addictive it is.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah,
They've been
dude.
trying to.
I mean,
seriously, no. They literally paid people off to hide this thing.
I bet.
This is real talk. That Oxycontin is a real highly addictive drug, and they knew that it was even before they administered it out to like the rest of the population. True, but at the same time, though, this is this. Oxycontin is another thing that's destroying millions of people's lives.
It is. It is.
Millions.
And it's fucked up, man.
And there's people out there that are like, oh, you got a broken arm, or oh, you just got some major surgery done. Here's some Oxycontin.
Here's some
get addicted to this shit.
Well, people are getting rich off of that shit.
All of a sudden, they become
crackheads.
Yeah.
Or fucking they're shooting up.
They become.
My thing is like,
dependent on that drug, and it's sad.
Why? It is, but I want to know why people just decide one day to smoke crack. Like, who just says like, I'd like to try crack?
You know what? Like, I personally think that it's a certain level of chasing that dragon. Like, there's that. But
you saw Pookie from New Jack City. You saw the crackheads in the neighborhood. Like, why would you want to even try some shit like that? Like, that's my thing, dude. Who says, like, you know what? I'd like to fucking try some crack today.
You know?
That's my thing. We can talk about the demons that got them there, but here's crack and here's you. What makes that okay? What makes you be like, you know what, I want to fucking try this
I'm literally thinking about it. Like, literally,
I want to lose 100 pounds and start washing cars.
No shit.
And live on the streets and smoke crack.
Using my spit as Windex.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$5 though.
You still never said which drug
I got these cheeseburgers. So, what drug I'd be willing to try, or what I want to try? No, nothing.
Nothing.
No, I know I might sound really, really boring, but none, because I already see the aftermath of all the bullshit. I'm being real. No, seriously.
I do.
Never would I ever be interested in doing cocaine. That shit is scary. I've seen. Bruh, do I have a story for you? But I'm not going to tell you right now. Story.
And if it was a personal story, I'm here for it.
It's a personal story, and it has to do with somebody who's a very well-known name. So I'm not going to say that. But anyway.
Not on camera, though. Dude, one of my questions here was celebrity crush that you'd cheat with. That was one of my questions, and we just talked about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She already knows.
If I date a girl, I'll tell her, like, that's my cheat.
But it would never happen. So
no,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, as a girl,
like, there's no cheating.
If the girl,
because I would turn to her and go, "Hey."
But think about it. Who has a better chance of meeting?
This is what happened.
Who has a better chance of meeting their cheat person? The girl. It's much harder for a dude to like get to bag Megan Good. But if your girl's dream was to like bag like, you know, just LeBron James, and she was at a club one night and boom, like she could make it happen quicker than you and I could bang Megan Good.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I really don't want to put that into the atmosphere.
Think about it.
It is,
no,
dude.
Isn't that fucked up? No. Because here it is though. Because like the opportunities for men, right? For like a male celebrity, very often, and they could go and smash all day long. But if it's a female celebrity,
she's got to be very careful.
That or a dirty, dirty person.
Which I know some dirty people.
I know some dirty people too, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
just easier. It's easier for a chick to bang a celebrity than it is for a dude to bang a celebrity.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying?
A celebrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But you know, that's a fantasy world that we're not in right now, so we're not going to talk about that. So I wanted to know.
Direct this conversation.
Right. I want to know, and I don't want to ask what political views you have because we're not going to talk about politics because fuck politics right now. Everything's fucked up.
Thank God, because that's all I talk about on my show lately. So yes.
So, and we're only going to get into this very quickly. If you had the opportunity to interview Donald Trump, what would you ask him?
The fuck you doing coming off like a racist piece of shit? That's what I would say. None of those words exactly, but I would say.
And if you could say whatever you wanted to the guy with strategy and the way that you finesse conversation. It's like, what would you want to know from Donald Trump? How would you interview him? Like, what would you say? What's the biggest thing you would want to know? Because he claims he gave so much money to, and we're not going to talk about. We're really not going to get into it. He gave all this money to black colleges and all this shit. He's not racist. He loves black people.
And I'm not sitting here saying forget all that because that's a really great thing.
He's a fucking pig.
No, it's really great.
No, it's a great thing, but he did it for political reasons.
No, of course he did.
He's a pig. What do you want to know about Donald Trump?
Because he wants to, because he's always about his numbers. He doesn't give a damn about any of his numbers. Clearly. So, to be really honest, I mean, let's be real. I know how I feel about Donald Trump, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same way I feel about Donald Trump. That's why he got voted out. So, regardless, if he finds some fucking crack in this wall that he's trying to penetrate to go, hey, there's voter fraud and all that stuff. For me, I'd want to know a lot about the white supremacy that he is allegedly involved with. I'd want to know why he wouldn't just step down and accept the loss.
You got to think about who he is. Bro.
Period. Oh no, I know that. I know that. I'm just. I'm answering your questions.
Yeah, these are the things you'd want to know.
And these are the questions that I would want to know.
Put him on the spot and make him fucking answer.
The fact that this virus is going through and destroying businesses, families,
dude.
Period.
Yeah.
Why weren't you doing whatever you could to stop this virus from spreading? You knew that this shit was going on, and he turned this and he tried to politicize it and turn it into a polarizing concept.
It was on
instead of it being
about
hey, we need to find a way
country.
We need to find a way to get a cure, and also we need to find a way to keep ourselves safe. But he turned it into a political vehicle, which is tragic. Which is why we're in the situation that we're in right now.
Yeah, we're so fucked up.
And it's so frustrating.
So fucked up. Where it's like this country is so. If a year ago, if I would have called you up, be like, "Hey, Pascal, bro, next year at this time, everybody's gonna be wearing masks." You'd be like, "What did you smoke before you called me?"
I would think that too.
Because you're not in America, not in our country. That's not going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we are. If you see somebody without a mask, you're like, "What the fuck?" Like now you're tripping. But you know what? Honestly, in all fairness, like both sides turned it and politicized it with their agendas. I'm not a Trump supporter, for the record.
Neither am I.
At all. I don't know what Kanye is tripping off of. But, I mean, there's so much that you can dig into in policies and economics and all that bullshit. But Donald Trump is a pig, and And Joe Biden's an old bastard. Fire Marshal Bill.
He's not great either.
Yeah.
He's not great either.
But we went the one of the lesser evil.
Yes, exactly.
Honestly,
that came out of my mouth.
I would have voted for Dave Chappelle if he would have been running against Donald Trump. Anybody but Trump. Like, get the fuck out. Like, dude, you shouldn't be here.
So you didn't vote for Kanye then?
If it was a choice, if I had to choose, yeah. I'd rather have a I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. So we're gonna have a shot to that. So anyway, I probably would have voted for Kanye just because I hate Trump. Just to see him lose, I would have voted for Kanye just to help the chances, maybe? I don't know.
Didn't have a fighting chance, though.
Kanye's wacky as fuck, dude. Did you see his podcast with Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Fucking nutty, bro.
Here it is, though. I give Joe Rogan props for that conversation.
And then
just having the conversation and trying to understand him. That's one thing that I have mad
to
like.
Understand
But
Kanye.
that's one thing I have mad props for, like mad respect for Joe Rogan.
I've tried.
He will try to understand you and listen to you and hear your thoughts out. That's what I like about Joe Rogan. He has his own political thoughts.
And he has a platform to
But other
to
than
do
that,
it,
he has a platform in which he goes, okay, come on my show. We're going to talk about it. Though, I'm going to hear you out.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to understand where you're coming from. But don't be surprised if I don't agree with you on everything that you say.
Views,
and I think that's dope.
And his views go way up. When he had like 12 million views.
And that's also a big hit, too.
I mean, you have Kanye.
See,
Here, cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro.
All right. That's like 7 shots in. Anyway, so all right. I do.
What else you got on your
dude? Do
list
you see
of
this
questions?
fucking
You got a lot of
list?
questions. Come on, man.
Yes,
bang, bang, bang.
yes or no? Do you have a lawyer on speed dial? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. If Pete Diddy called you tomorrow and said, "I want you to come to New York and be my personal assistant for a year and not make any money, but basically just be my assistant and live off of my, everything, and go back to St. Louis next year with no greater riches than you did when you moved here," would you do it tomorrow?
No.
You wouldn't go be Diddy's assistant for a year?
No.
Knowing that you can meet pretty much anybody you want to and come back to the crib and redo your show, you wouldn't do it?
No. Because you want to know something?
Sure.
I did almost the exact same thing for a year, 9 months, when I took on another gig.
For fucking
hosting
P.
and all
Diddy?
that stuff. No. For another place. They said it was going to open up opportunities and all that.
But Diddy would.
No, but
just
you don't
being there.
But you don't know that for sure. So
I do.
For me though. Okay, now that you say that now. Still no.
Think of the people that you'd meet. All right. Okay. You said no.
No. Because here it is though. Because I feel like I'm on a trajectory right now that's pretty damn good.
I do too, bro. Cheers to 13,000 subscribers, dude.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's awesome. That means 13,000
14.
people. Yeah.
Hey.
And if I get 30, I'll be happy.
It'll happen.
All right.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. You'll be fine.
All right. I mean, I don't know if it's my guests or me or the alcohol or my nail polish. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
So all right, next question. If you could wake up white tomorrow for one day, would you do it?
You want to know?
Just to experience being a white man for a day, would you do it? And you can be black tomorrow, or the following day.
Because I love being who I am.
I bet you do, but I mean, just for the experience. Like,
you know what? I wish I could turn. Like, could I have the span of? Hold up. Hear me out. Could I have the span of 24 hours that I can spread out throughout life?
No.
So anytime I get pulled over,
tomorrow's
I can turn
Monday.
white. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I get pulled over, racial profiling, I could hit that button,
right,
boop, and I'm good.
Like
you know
when
what
I
those are the only times
when I get pulled over, I pull my sleeves down, take my hat off.
Yeah,
I turn into a white man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
and you're like, what's the problem?
And now
officer?
I got tattoos.
Well, what's the problem, officer?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See,
so
no.
24 hours. So basically, tomorrow, if you could wake up white, and then wake up Tuesday as as yourself, you just wouldn't want to see what it was like. I would want that experience to be somebody else for a day, whether it was a girl, because you know that in 24 hours you're going to switch back to being you. The handsome guy that's tall, dark,
black
with
man
a nice
that I am.
beard.
Okay, here it is though.
Great beard, by the way.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. I'm very happy about who I am.
I'm fucking awesome. Who I am, but I would still like to see what it was like to be a chick for a day.
A chick is another conversation, though.
I mean, and a white
I'd be
man.
butt ass naked for 24 hours. Do you understand?
You'd be at Onyx on the pole.
I'd be having a grand old time. You understand?
Hey, man.
Shoot, let me make that money.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Body, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Just done.
Dude, I would strip for 24 hours.
Facts.
Yeah, and I would
make
try
20 mil.
And I would try to bang a celebrity. You know?
Get in front of LeBron real quick.
Yeah, I would try to bang
and that's
LeBron.
it. But other than that, like, nah. Like, if I was to be like, nah, I couldn't
For a
do it.
day?
Nah.
All right.
I'm happy about who I am,
okay,
man.
if you could go to prison on Friday night and come out on Monday morning, would you do it?
No.
Why not?
Because why would I go to prison?
To experience.
Why would I want to? I'm sorry.
Because there's
I'm sorry. Hold up.
There's a show.
Who wants to go to prison?
There's a show
for 72 hours up in this bitch.
There's a show. There's a show.
Please.
There's a show called 60 Days or
no.
They do this shit.
I
bro.
don't give a shit.
For like 2 months.
I don't give a shit. Who wants to go to Who wants to go to Who wants to go to prison on the free 99s?
You can get tattooed.
No one.
You
Not
can get
me.
tattooed for
no,
for the low.
no. That's how you get hepatitis and shit, man.
Hey, man, I got all kinds of badass tattoos.
Lucky you. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, no, I would never do it.
Okay.
Nah.
Just for.
Nah.
Come on, bro. This is a lifestyle of experiences, man. You're here drinking with me on a fucking Sunday night.
I'm right here with you.
All right, man. Like that, dude.
It's just not my. It's just. Not my
so you've never.
It ain't my thoughts.
So basically, he's never had the desire to go to prison.
The fuck no. Right. Why would I drive down the street, especially in this area right here where we're at, and go, hey, I really want to get pulled over.
But just to
really want to go to prison.
Because you've seen YouTube or you've seen like vlogs about like fucking like the food that they eat and the fights, and you just wouldn't want to see that.
This interview's over.
No, dude, I thought that that'd be a cool experience.
No.
But there's
How
like
is that an
there's a whole show about that. There's a whole show of people that go into.
Because 9 times out of 10, I would be shot and killed before I even went to prison. Come on now.
No, dude.
That's facts.
It's just knowing that you can like get out in 2 days and just seeing what it was like to eat the food. No? All right. I just thought it'd be fucking cool. Like I would do it. Like, all right, Missy says she wouldn't do it. Kelly wouldn't do it. Nobody would do it. Am I crazy for thinking that because
it's crazy.
Let's bring it back to me. Would I go back to prison for the weekend if I could? Yes.
Why?
Honestly, some of the best friends I've ever made in life were from prison. Some of the longest friendships but I mean, you can't build a bond in 2 days. But the coolest tattoos I've got were in prison. I don't know. I would just go back to say what's up to my homies. And
what tattoo do you have from
under
prison?
my shirt? I got that, the STL.
Word.
I
got. Wow. I figured that would have been like rubbed off by now.
It's gone over a couple times.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
okay.
But I got that in prison. I don't know. I think like, dude, honestly, like when you go to prison, like you spend a lot of time there. And so if you spend 2 years in Portugal and it was terrible, part of you 5 years later be like, you know what, I missed that about Portugal. And I would like to see that again.
True.
So, I mean, I miss some of the homies. I miss some of the experiences that I had. And I would like to go chill with them for 2 days and then get right the fuck back out.
Here it is, though. There's you going, man, I miss playing spades. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't played spades since.
For like 3.5 cigarettes.
Yeah.
But then there's the other part of you
Stamps.
going like, I do not miss the bars on the windows. So that, for me, the idea that you cannot be free, you cannot get out and be freedom. You know, I'm gonna start. Give us free.
Yeah, but I
you
mean,
cannot have that.
You can't.
And
no,
that
you can't.
is not. That ain't gangsta.
Right.
Me.
I mean,
gangsta would get me in to prison. You saw what I'm saying?
And
but
you're
it
not
ain't gangster.
And you're
for
not
me.
a gangster. All right.
No,
Well,
no, no, I mean, I'm a gangster, man. Like, shoot. But I'm a legal gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's the thing,
it's
bro.
a
I say it
mindset.
all the time. Like, people, like, when I meet people, I'm like, I'm still a hustler. I just changed the product.
Yeah, exactly.
And the product is me, and the product is my brand. So, I mean, all right, a couple more questions. I don't want to get this out of you because I got so much catching up to do with you that, you know, we can't fit.
There's a lot to talk about.
I want to know if you would fight Mike Tyson for 10 grand.
No.
$10,000 to just fight him.
Hell to the no.
Why not?
No.
All right.
Because I know.
Give me a
I know
price.
what he
give
got.
me a price tag. Listen, there's a referee there.
Okay.
Then there's gloves, and all you got to do is just get smoked by Mike Tyson a couple times, and you're out. You're gonna be knocked out. We know this, right? Probably, unless you're a boxer and I don't know about it.
I mean,
All right.
I'm not a boxer, but
$50,000.
No.
50 grand. You wouldn't go in the ring with Mike Tyson
no.
for $50,000.
No.
You wouldn't let Mike Tyson punch you in the face for 50 grand.
No.
Would you let me punch you in the face for 10?
No.
Yes. Hey man, I would let you punch me in the face right now for 5 grand.
Oh, for 5 grand?
Yeah, 5 grand.
Who got 5 grand? You got 5
It's
grand?
not, but that's how bad you want to hit me?
Damn.
I'm just saying. So Mike Tyson.
I don't want to punch you. I
Mike
love
Tyson, you wouldn't go in the ring with Mike Tyson for $10,000 or 50 grand. $50,000.
No.
Why not, dude?
In the ring.
In the ring.
Like the same setup that Roy Jones Jr. had.
That Roy Jones Jr. had for
No,
$50,000.
No.
For 3 minutes.
No.
Because you wouldn't last 3 minutes.
Facts.
Right, 50
But
grand.
no. Let's take the shot and I'll tell you my game plan.
$50,000 to just get your ass for a couple minutes.
$2 million.
$2 million?
Hear me out though.
All right.
Hear me out.
It'll pay for your medical expenses.
Facts. Here it is.
Your PTSD.
Facts. So, $2 million. I would go down in the first round. You want to know what will happen? One solid shot in the midsection, and I'm down. That's it.
All right. $2 million.
I made like $2 million. I'm a millionaire.
Or $50K.
No, fuck $50K. Why would I put all that time and train? Like, okay,
You're not going to
saying
train.
No,
right
is
now.
showing up
Right now.
for him to hit me clear, like clean in
with
the face.
With the glove
No,
on.
I'm
With
not
the
about
boxing
that life.
glove on.
No, I'm not going to do that. Hell no.
See, okay, I'm trying to
Hell
talk.
no.
Listen, look, do you understand what I'm doing here? I'm trying to talk you into experimenting with drugs. I'm trying to talk you into being white. I'm trying to talk you into going to prison.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm trying to talk you
I'm
into
good
getting
on
your
that.
ass kicked by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
All that shit?
All that shit. You got to pay me a lot more.
All right. So how about $5 million to do all of those shits? Go to jail for the weekend. $5 million. Go to jail for the weekend.
Okay.
Be white for 24 hours. Try coke, and let Mike Tyson knock you the fuck out for $5 million.
I would do just Mike Tyson.
Would you snort a line of coke before
No.
that? For $5 million?
No, I'd get.
Dude,
I'd drink this entire
honestly,
bottle
bro,
of Jack, or this entire bottle of Hennessy, before I go
$5 million
toe to toe.
All right. Hey, he
Or
said
rip
it.
the heaviest bomb ever.
He said it. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Already, because I've been seeing him. I already saw him training. Like, this dude is a beast.
I'm talking about like right now. We're sitting here at this
He's
table.
a genetic freak.
And the Birdman pulls up with a fucking Louis Vuitton duffel bag with $5 million and says, "Just do that shit."
You got to do all this crazy shit, and then you get $5 million.
And next
Here it
week
is.
you'll be back to normal.
I would have to have things on the line. Like, I would have to have like kids and shit like that. Like, I would have to do it for something. If it was just like me being here, first off, I would never do cocaine. I would never do it.
All right.
I've seen people on cocaine and it scares the shit out of me. So I will never, ever, ever not do that shit.
When I did cocaine, I was kind of scared too.
That shit is scary.
Yeah, I did it a few times though, so I didn't learn the first time. But I'm cool now. I haven't done it in like 12 years.
It's not like you do it and then all of a sudden you're all fucked up. It's not that. It's about longevity.
Yeah.
And there's people that are on it
12
for
years
like
later,
longevity.
I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if I didn't.
Facts.
But I'm pretty cool now. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, crack is different, but you know, drugs, whatever.
Have you done crack?
No, I've never done crack.
You ever done crack?
Because I'm thinking about all the people that did do crack that I grew up seeing, and that's my motivation to never do that.
Shit's crazy.
Like who? I'll go back to that. Who the fuck says I would like to try that?
But here it is. Though I have the same feeling about cocaine.
All right.
Why does it make somebody go, yeah, I want to do a couple lines of cocaine? Like, I don't want to. I don't get it.
Politicians,
I really don't get it.
fucking like celebrities, like they all do it. Everybody's doing
It's
it.
rich white people that do that shit. Real talk. It's money.
Strippers
It's a status thing.
Black people do it.
No,
too.
but it's a status thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the rich man. Yeah, I
It's
guess.
rich.
Yeah.
It's rich money.
So what you're saying, that white people are rich? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, I've noticed that. I feel like there are more. I feel like
there's more ways
people that more white people that have
there's
money
more white
do
people
fucking blow
in this country than
I see black people doing blow.
Shoot, yeah,
That's
true.
it.
That's true. All right, well, all right. We've established that you're not going to try cocaine.
It's a scary thing.
Would you hang out with Donald Trump in the 80s? Like, would you like go fucking hang out with Donald Trump? If
No.
He's like, but this is before you knew he was going to become president.
No, I know, but there's something about
like when he was on Home Alone.
there's
that was in the
something-
90s.
No,
Remember?
he was on this but here it is though. No, you know what? I take that back because I was listening.
If Donald Trump
I'm not
hit you
kidding
up.
I'm not kidding. I was listening to motivational tapes and shit when I was a kid by Trump.
That's not weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No. But there seriously were like tapes by him. Kick Ass and Think Big and Kick Ass or something like that. Get Rich and Kick Ass. Something like that. I forgot the name of it. Like Think Big and Kick Ass.
I Will Never Lose. One of those.
So I was listening to those audio tapes. And I'm like, damn, every person, even hip hop artists, wanted to be Trump. Like shit, how many music videos and songs were made with Trump's name in that
Nelly.
shit? Real talk.
Do you remember the lyric that Nelly said in Country Grammar? Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now.
Yeah.
I got money to live my friends
Facts.
now. So I'm thinking about, when Nelly hears that verse in his song, did he think about, damn, like I wanted to hang with Donald Trump? Like, oh shit. I wish
Bill Gates, shit.
Bill Gates, Donald Trump, fuck.
My bad, fuck.
I didn't mean that. Let me
what had
reverse
happened
that.
was.
But at the time, So at that time, would you hang out with him? Before he was a dickhead running the country.
I feel like if I met him at that time.
No, dude, you're not allowed to meet him. You're not allowed to meet him. You just,
no, I'm saying like if I got to hang out with him, I feel like I would see his true character.
But you'd go.
I would.
Right.
Yes,
I would too.
I would.
I don't want to hang out with him now. Actually, I do. I want to ask him some questions. I want to make him really uncomfortable.
And the only question would be, why?
Why though?
Why though?
Why?
But why though?
Because I can.
The entire time.
Because I can. And that's what he did.
Exactly.
Fuck, man.
And that's what's so fucked up.
Imagine having that power.
Yeah.
Imagine having that power to actually run this fucking country. And just be a total douchebag.
It's frustrating.
And then have half the country like you. What the hell?
Less than half.
Okay.
That's how he lost.
A nice portion of the
That's how
country
he lost.
likes this fucking
Less
guy.
than half.
And these people will die for this dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who sit there and go, he will go onto his Twitter, say whatever he needs to say. He can sit there and say, dog shit cures the coronavirus. Just rub it all over your body.
For $10.99.
For $10.99. As long as it's Trump approved.
If it says
And
Trump
it will,
on it.
it will cure
Of course.
the COVID.
There'd
and
be,
every person
there'd
out
be
here.
20 hillbillies.
Yep, being
I
like,
mean,
he said,
he said it.
It's
Yeah.
Trump approved. And it's like, bruh, just chill.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to.
it's so
I would like to
frustrating.
interview one of them.
Like a Trump supporter?
A Trump supporter.
Like a hardcore Trump. You gotta get
like
the hardest chorus.
with a big rigged like
Yeah.
Ram truck with a Trump flag in the back. I
Word.
would like to sit them down and like really ask them like what?
You want to know something that's really fucked up?
I want to know everything.
A
That's
lot
fucked
of
up.
times, they're the most level-headed people you meet, and then you hear, then you start talking about it. Start talking about Trump
With the diesel.
and all of a sudden, a switch flips off, and it's like boom, it's another conversation.
I would really
You're like, where
I
do
would
you
I would
come
like to
from?
meet those guys.
Where do
I
you
would,
come from?
I would really, and
Real
I
talk.
don't want to be. I really don't want to be their friend, but I really would like to sit a Trump supporter down. That's like radical Trump, fucking like you're the man, and ask
Yeah.
them like how are you okay with this guy, and decent as he is, being the model for America? How are you okay with that? So I would yeah. And you and I could talk all night about that, but I would really like to know. I would really like to know their point of view. How do you and you know what they'll say? And
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw about this with Don Lemon and Dave Chappelle. They'll say, "Well, oh, that's just him." That's just his character, but the economy, you know, has been doing really well. But that's just his character. How is that okay?
But the
no
economy is not doing very well.
no
at all
president
right now.
in our history has ever been that indecent, ever.
Yeah.
No matter how fucked up they are.
So we have not had in the history of presidents a president that has been the most undiplomatic president in the history of presidents. This is the weirdest time
This is,
ever.
bro. And I wonder.
This 4 years, everyone sits there and says, "Oh, 2020." No. It's 2016 started all of this.
Yeah.
All of this
No
shit.
shit.
And it's been weird ever
I
since
just
then.
wonder, like, is that going to set the tone for like fuckery in the future?
I love that.
Is fuckery okay now?
No, fuckery is not okay. And I think that's why we are voting back in somebody who is very politician-y.
Hospice Joe.
Hospice Joe.
Hospice Joe.
Whether we like him or not.
He's a good dude.
But,
he has
but
a
here
good
it is,
heart.
though. But yeah, he's got a good heart. But at the same time, we're the ones that are voting for him. 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 We're the ones that are voting looking for somebody
might not have a good
who's
heart.
going to bring some sort of normalcy back into
a decent
this
guy.
country.
He's a decent guy, and he wants to reach across the aisle. But you know what? We'll talk politics another time.
Word.
We'll talk politics another time.
Yeah.
So, all right. I wanna ask you, like, where do you want to be? Like with your show, where do you want to see it going? Like, do you want to be like Jimmy Fallon or like?
No, because he's fake.
Okay, Jimmy Kimmel.
No, because he's fake too.
Do you want to be the Okay, do you want to be like Arsenio, the real Arsenio? Because
No.
he didn't sell out.
He didn't sell out, but that's the
Okay,
reason.
what do you want to do, bro?
I want to be me.
I know that.
I want to be me.
Who are you?
No, me.
Who are you in a few years? In your
having really great conversations, real conversations with really great people, inspiring minds, moving people to do things with their lives. That's me. That's what I want to do with my life. If it ends up me being like throwing out the F-bomb and saying fuck and shit, I don't care.
dude, you've got to
really don't
you
care.
got to be real, man. Because
I want to be
and
the
I want to
realest
say this
motherfucker
real
you
quick.
meet.
Fuck yeah.
But
And
at
I
the
wanna-
same time. Okay.
Let
go
me
ahead.
say this real quick.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna get back. So when people were asking me like, do you really want to do this show? Like, are you going to curse? You're going to talk about drugs and sex and all this shit? And I'm like, you know what? The soccer moms that you're like worried about getting offended by the shit that I say,
They listen to this shit too.
they want to be able to do what I do. They're watching this shit like, damn, I wish I could say fuck out loud.
Right.
I wish I could get tattooed. I wish I could do a lot of the, I mean, and it's internal. So a lot of the things that they're doing, I mean, in life, they're, you know, the people that people think that I'm going to be offensive towards are low key looking at me like, I wish I could say that.
Facts.
And a lot of people have that same attitude. Dave Chappelle, he's like, fuck. You wanna drive a Porsche and say fuck and smoke cigarettes on stage? I bet you do. And that's what I do.
That's why I do what I do.
And Gary Vee, which is kind of
yeah.
extreme. He's an extreme part of that, but he says fuck more than I say dude. So
yeah.
but I mean, a lot of his. I mean, you know what happened to him? He like became famous for his
shock value.
promoting his dad's wine business, and then became like, you know, the little guy syndrome, and like was saying anything that he went to and became popular for it. And now he's making a ton of money, and people like believe what he's saying. So I don't know. I like being me. I like doing what I do. I think that I'm successful because of who I am. And you know, I'm not like I'm not closed off, man. So I'm me because people like me for me. And if you don't, fuck you.
Exactly.
I really don't need you in my life if you don't like me for who I am. I'm not going to change because I want you to think I'm cool. I'm not going to change because this is what I should do. I'm not gonna not get tattoos because, oh my God, people don't like it.
No, I'm with you on that. 100%.
Yeah, so I mean, I do what I do, and you know, like, and I can become successful for what I do, and I mean, I'm gonna keep doing that. So that's what I've always done. I've always been the outcast, dude, my whole life. I've always rode skateboards, stunt ride motorcycles. I set trends with the shit that I wear. I paint my fucking nails because I want to. And I'm here. I have a successful business. And you're here. You have thousands of people that pay attention to you every day. So in 2 years, 3, 4 years from now, like where is Pascal wanting to be? Besides
honestly,
motivating and being genuine and all that stuff, like what is your end game? Not your end game, but like the mid game. What's your mid game?
Mid game would be taking what I'm doing back on TV or to a main streaming site.
TV is not where it's at anymore.
No, it's not.
It's all on the internet.
It's all the internet.
Yeah.
So hence the reason why it says streaming site. But
right.
you know, my thing is like being able to take what I do and because I really do believe in like just being a good human being.
Humanity, dude.
So for
I'm
me,
not a religious guy. I believe in humanity.
Right.
But that's just me. That's me. We can talk about that another time. I'll have you back. We'll talk about that.
Word.
But humanity is big to me, and I think that's what you're getting at. Like you want to be a good human. You want to pull out good qualities in other humans, and
yeah, I want to have good conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I care about. I want to be able to sit across from, you know, Obama. Like, oh.
Tell me, bro. Who would you want to interview?
Obama. Shit.
I want to hang
Michelle Obama.
I want to hang out
Obama.
I want to
his
hang
kids.
out with Barack Obama. I would love to just hang out with him with no cameras. Just hang.
I know, and I know that like that's a staple name to put out, but like that's somebody like Tyler Perry.
I think he's a funny dude and like fun in real life. I saw him on. Did you see him on Jerry Seinfeld's Coffee and Cars with comedians, and he went to Obama, and Obama wanted to. He wanted to be Barack Obama, not the president.
Yeah.
He wanted to be like
just a guy.
Yeah, dude.
He just wanted to hang out and have and be the funny, charismatic person.
I want to hang out with that guy.
There's a certain level of energy that guy has.
He's such a
that
good guy.
Is more than just him being presidential. I feel like there's something more. Now, where you think, like wherever you
he's going to be
whatever
around
your
for
choices,
a long time.
yes, whatever your choices are, like whatever your thoughts are in regards to him as how he's run this country, whether you agree with it or not, no matter
he
what,
wasn't
you
the
can't.
best president
You
we ever
can't
had.
disagree on the fact that he is very charismatic. He has a charisma
and that's why
that transcends politics. You know what I'm saying? He's like he's been gifted with something that's amazing. And at least for me, I would love to just be in the same room with him and just feed off that energy.
Dude.
You know what I mean? I've met
Yeah.
some really great people, and I always wonder, like, what makes that person so great?
Yeah.
And then you meet them and you see them and you're like, oh, okay, that's why that person's so fucking